somewhere it is written about perseverance paying off. And I think that's what we're going to get here today, folks. On Sunday, I was at Cape Perpetua. Just as I was about to start recording my shave with Tokyo Rose, the fog rolled in, and it rolled in fast and heavy. And within just a couple of minutes, I had lost a spectacular view. Getting through a tricky part of the trail there. Down below that building is the Cape Perpetua Visitor Center. They say on a clear day you can see 70 miles of coastline from here, and that out to sea on a clear day you can see 37 miles, up to 37 miles. Well, today you're not going to need to see much further than Jefferson Square. Mickey Lee Soapworks, one of my oldest in my den to my collection and favorite lavenders. I also really like Barrister & Mann's Black Label. That's Highway 101. I was going to bring Future Fiction with me today from Phoenix Shaving. I really wanted to stick with the Phoenix soap, but I decided to change it up a little bit. When I was leaving the house to come out here, I saw that Doug was re-releasing Lavender Planet. I never picked up the splash of Lavender Planet, and that's because, or the soap, correction, I never picked up the soap for Lavender Planet. Now with this re-release I will be, but what I do have is the splash, and I've always just paired this up with my Jefferson Square because I never did pick up the splash for it. So today, from Cape Perpetua on the Oregon coast, we're going to get our lavender on. If you saw my Tokyo Rose pictures or shave, my photos were taken from right there. The photos that by now you've seen for Jefferson Square and Lavender Planet, I took from a slightly different spot. Behind me is my setup, what we call the Cascade Mountain Range. My house is over there somewhere on the other side of it. Got my stool in the bushes. And this time around, I've taken the tripod and erected it. Rather than having it dangle, I've got it wrapped around and pointing up. I got this mirror here and that one there. And a minute ago when I was testing everything out, it was quite perfect. I'm hoping the lighting is going to be good. That's the only thing I question. But I always seem to question the lighting, and I really shouldn't, because it always turns out better than I thought it would. And that was the case last week, Thursday, Sunday. Let's see, pardon the zoom, we're going to zoom in. When I did that shave with the Tokyo Rose, you see those cars parked on the left. We parked there, and then my wife was walking around that inlet, and I shaved right on the other side of it. Let's get this going. So here I am at Cape Perpetua, 800 feet above the ocean. I'm going to get my lavender on. Hope you're all doing well. After last Sunday, I just couldn't be defeated. And I was, like I said in my last video, I was a little butthurt. I, got all set up like I am now. So it took longer, because you gotta find a spot when I first get to somewhere. Find a place that's gonna work, where I can set up the camera, where I can put a mirror or two. And it takes time. Walked all around this place looking for the perfect spot. Finally settled on where I am now as being the perfect spot. So, no Tokyo Rose. I do have, however, my Tokyo Rose shirt on, and that's the original label from 2017 that's on this shirt. I decided to go with that one. I ordered the Tokyo Rose shirt when I found out that Doug was sending me the Tokyo Rose for review. I decided to pick it up in the Shave Chaser. I'd already wanted to pick up the Shave Chaser shirt from before, just because I really like the label, of course, but I'm going to go with a little bit more soap than what I got in there. But it is the first ever soap. Shave Chaser was the first ever soap that Douglas sent me for review. I have, I think, Shave Chaser and Tokyo Rose make 13 t-shirts, and then I have a John From hoodie, and I also bought my daughter the Hotel Cecil hoodie that she really wanted, and the quality is perfect on all of them. I can't complain one bit when it comes to quality at all. The print, the material, what you see is what you get. Oh, I didn't show you. Well, you'll see it in my pictures. I was using my Iron Man guitar pick scoop. No water in it, but it whips up a killer lather, and I haven't used it since I was at the lake a few months ago. So I got with me my travel scuttle from PAA. I'll be using my Edwin Jagger DE89. I forget what exact model you call this, but it's the chrome polished one. It's actually not that slippery. Loading that with a feather blade, first use. Another sawdust brush. So I love my sawdust brushes. Bobby is a wizard. And this one goes perfect with the lavender label of Jefferson Square and Lavender Planet. My soaker brush holder is my stainless steel bowl. I always bring two bowls with me, one for actually whipping my lather, and then the other for holding the brush or whatever to keep it up and out of the dirt or whatever. In this case, mostly pine needles, but I might end up with some pine needles anyways. It's warmer than it looks. It was supposed to have been a high of like 64, but I'd say it's more like 74. At home, it's going to be in the low 80s. But once you get over those Cascade Mountains like I was showing you, you get over here where the coastal air is, and that mountain range keeps all this stuff, for the most part, over here. So we get a lot warmer than what these guys get. What do you think of that view? Again, that's Highway 101. What do you guys think of that tree branch right there? I kind of like it. I could have moved it, but I thought it kind of like added to the whole ambiance of the shave, if you will. If you think of it, let me know in the comments. Like, give me your honest opinion. Next time, should I allow something like that, or should I get it out of there? I kind of like it, like I said, but that doesn't mean anything. God, look at that ocean, guys. This is just such a beautiful view. And that's using my selfie cam. You can see down below, that's where I did my shave with Tokyo Rose the other day. Took a picture, and I'm going to include, I'll put it like at the end of the video, a little arrow pointing to exactly where I was. I'm excited. I'm so happy to be back here. We had kind of a family emergency. I won't go into it, but my wife experienced a loss, and so that was Tuesday. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Today is Thursday, and so I took today off to be with her and to go out and spend the day as a family. So we have our daughter with us and our German Shepherd Luna. We thought, you know what? Let's get out of town, go back to the coast, have some clam chowder, and just spend time together as a family. And so that's exactly what we did. Tomorrow night, Friday night, live shave with Lee Halsey in Thailand. Saturday, live shave with Old Fart Mike. That's his handle on Instagram. Mike, I forget how to pronounce his last name, Damish or something. Sorry, Mike. Love both those guys. And if you've never met them or talked with them, I think you'll get to see why I think so highly of them. I love both of their accents. They both speak English very well. Lee is actually from the UK. Mike has a German father and a German mother, but he's born and raised in Germany. And I believe Lee was raised somewhere in the UK too. We'll find out tomorrow night for sure. But then at some point he moved to Thailand, where he settled down and started raising a beautiful family of his own. Sunday night, Angelo and I will be joining Miles and Razor Ray on Shave Line NBD, and I'll be putting all the times right there where that tree branch is. Oh. Nikki Lee Soapworks, one of my favorite artisans. I've gotten into this before. It was when Mickey Lee went away and Reef Point. It was definitely sad for me, and I loaded up on a couple of them. The Kraken's what I loaded up on from Mickey Lee. I love the Kraken. It's a great barbershop, unique barbershop. If you've never experienced lavender, I highly recommend it. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I would enjoy lavender as much as I do, I wouldn't have believed you. I have L&L Grooming. I have two of their sets of the, I'm going to say it wrong, it's French, Champs de Lavande. It's spelled Champs de Lavande. I'm murdering it. That's like how an ignorant American would say it. But it means lavender fields is what it means, translated into English. I've had that both. I have two sets. I have the original one, which like has this like gamey, like 8-bit. I'll put it right here. Just stop talking, Toby. I'm not going to describe it well enough. Boom. There's one. Boom. There's two. Boom. There's the Pacific. How freaking amazing is that? A little cockeyed. I think you're slipping. Hold on, Betsy. There you go. Looking good, honey. But lavender, I would never have thought that I was going to love it. And the first set that I ever got was that one from L&L Grooming. L&L Grooming is now known as Declaration Grooming, and Chantillion Luxe was doing their aftershaves at the time. I have that there too. Amazing. Oh, so good. That's where I first fell in love with it, and that's why I picked up two sets. And then I discovered Bear Stearns Man, and I got the Black Label Lavender. I've been nursing on that one for years. And I just picked up the soap. I never got the aftershave. Recently, Angelo and Crystal sent me a sample of the new lavender, the one with the flower on it, or now it's something different because they've come out with the new labels, which they haven't grown on me yet. I'm not a fan, but whatever. It's not my company. I'll still buy the product. But change is hard, man, especially when you get old like me. Like, get off my lawn. That's my label. Get off my label. That's my lawn, right? Start pulling out what hair you got left. Like, I can't freaking take this label change, man. Something about lavender. But I fell in love with it. Like, I can't believe, looking back, I would never have believed it. It's one of those things like that rose, Tokyo Rose, I was just using here a few days ago. If I had to describe lavender, it would be floral, right? Sweet, camphorous, aromatic, and herbal. But not like a medicinal herbal, like a natural herbal. get some of that in the beard. I don't normally do that when I'm out and about, but we need some today. Oh shit, that's perfect. Razor's trying to get away, and the bushes caught it just right. Forgot to load my blade. That's how excited I am, y'all. Not the best setup, but it'll do. Got my 1920s Gillette blade bank. I know you've all seen them in the pictures by now, because I'll have them at the beginning of the video. I like these things, but they're not really made for today's shape and style of blades. I think they work better with the old 3-hole blade. You can only put about 2 blades in there comfortably, and then after that it's kind of like hard getting them in and out, and I don't like the edges of the blade rubbing up on the walls of the blade bank. Let's do a little squirt since I took so long. Even that water's warming up. Jefferson Square is full on. I looked up why they call it Jefferson Square, and thankfully I wrote it down. Jefferson Square is in Tennessee, and I believe it's had something to do with a friend or a fan of the company being from there. And Jefferson Square, Tennessee has a whole bunch of lavender festivals, or is known for a big lavender festival. That'd be more appropriate. Always get a damn fine shave from this razor, especially with something aggressive like a feather. Mickey Lee was known for its slickness. It's perfect out here in the sun. You all still see me? Right. There we go, it's probably a little better, right? But now I'm blocking the view. This is English lavender, spike lavender, topped lavender, and Lavender Grosso. And Lavender is a hybrid of true lavender and the spike lavender. Oh damn, I already got myself. What the y'all, I swear I don't do this very often when I'm not on camera. I'm not standing on level ground. I didn't bring anything this time. I got a whole bunch of different Steptic pins, Steptic gels, alum, you name it. Normally I carry around my green Perazzo, but I don't reckon I brought it today. It's all good. It's not a shave with Toby if there isn't blood. The English lavender. A little sweeter, from what I read, than the other lavenders that are in this soap. Spike lavender is also known as Portuguese lavender. Top lavender, T-O-P-P-E-D, said to be more of a subtle aromatic lavender. Lavender Planet is definitely out of bounds. It is so freaking amazing. This time around I will be grabbing the soap, I will be grabbing the EDT and the Star Jelly. I'll probably everything but the Dio. I don't know, maybe I will get the Dio, but I plan on getting the shampoo bar, the soap bar. I'm going all in this time. Last time, you know, I let it get away. I'm not doing it. Lavender Planet is 3 different essential oils, hydrosols, essential oils are far superior, a lot better than fragrance oils. Essential oils are 100% natural. Fragrance oils are made in a lab. And that's why with some cheaper products, you will see fragrance oil on there. And you got to be careful with them, especially if you have sensitive skin. My mirror won't hold still. 1 second. Lavender Planet. It's essential oils. French lavender, Spanish lavender, and Bulgarian lavender. And that's an absolute. With the exception to Mickey Lee. If Mickey Lee was to come back, I would jump on their lavender splash. But easily, in my opinion, with all the lavenders I've tried samples of, the 3 lavenders that I own, true lavenders. I have other lavenders, like I just got lavender sage from Sterling. That's good. I really, really like that. But Lavender Planet is by far like, it's just this rich, true lavender fragrance. And that's because Doug and Fran don't use cheap synthetic stuff. And I'm not gonna, mention any names or anything like that, but you get what you pay for, you guys. And if you read the ingredient labels on some of our most favorite brands, and if you Google some of those words that you don't know what they are, and if you read something and you don't know what it is, that's your first clue right there that you're getting probably something synthetic or that's cheaper. Not that they don't work for me. Some of these cheaper products and in these companies that I use, they work. You get a decent result. But there's a reason why they are cheaper, why they can be made for less, and in return offered to us for less. There's a reason why PAA has been so damn successful. And that's because Doug and Fran don't take any shortcuts. I can't wait to get my hands on the EDP for Lavender Planet. It's gonna feel like Christmas morning. I've been waiting a couple years now, right? It's been like 2 years since it went away, 3 years. 2 or 3. I think it was 2019 it went away. Shortly after the new bottles came out, it went away. And that's when I bought it, was when it was going away. I thought, oh man, I better jump on it. Let's do a couple cleanups. I'll be quiet for a couple minutes. Well, not a couple minutes, for a little bit. Life is short, friends. Take time to enjoy the little big things. Amazing. Phenomenal. I'll have some more footage at the end of this video if you guys are interested in seeing some better angles and shots. Let's get these cleanups going. That'll do. These warm days I almost need a bigger water bottle. Go over to the side a little bit more. Thinking about trimming my beard a little bit. I haven't done it since the pandemic started. Pandemic's over. I'm not going to shave it off. Just trim it up, clean it up. Give me 1 second to grab my splash just right over here in the shade. Damn good. I'm telling you. Lavender Planet. If you enjoy lavender, you're going to love this. Oh. Yeah. Without a doubt. And I've tried quite a few lavenders, guys. I've had my fair share of samples of other brands. Some that I don't have anymore because I sold them. When it comes to true lavenders, nothing beats this. Nothing beats this. I don't expect it to be around forever. Might be wrong. I haven't talked to Doug about it. Oh, dear Lord. Thank you. Some behind the ears. Thought mama. And this is like that. Some on the arms here. I love dogs. Yappy dogs? Not so much. Don't judge me. Just saying. When my dogs bark, it's for good reason. It was a damn fine shave. Once again, that was Jefferson Square from Mickey Lee Soapworks, Lavender Planet from Phoenix Artisan, Sawdust Creation Studios brush from Bobby Moffett, Cape Perpetua. Don't forget, Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, Lee will join me for a live shave. Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, Mike in Germany will join me. And then Sunday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, Angela and I are on display time with Smiles and Razor Ray. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all take time to show the ones that you love how you feel about them, and that you take time to enjoy the little big things. Life is precious. It's a gift. Until next time, take care of yourself.